covers.
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the government is focused squarely on a stronger economy because it's the only way New Zealand can create new jobs, higher incomes and more opportunities. We will achieve this when business has the confidence to invest, expand and hire new people, and when people with appropriate skills are available for those jobs. At the weekend, the Prime Minister announced a fair and balanced employment package aimed at creating jobs and boosting economic growth. This package will give more people the chance to access the job market and more businesses confidence to create new jobs. It's one more step on the road to recovery.
Supplementary.
Craig Foss.
Supplementary to the Minister of Finance. What are some of the features of the government's employment law package?
The Honourable Bill English.
One of the main features is extending the 90-day trial period for new employees to all workplaces. This will give employees a shot at work and provide employers with the confidence to hire. Employers have generally acted responsibly and workers have been treated fairly. This policy is a moderate step compared with Britain and Australia, who both have long-standing probationary periods of between 6 months and 1 year. The government is also making several other changes to the Employment Relations Act in line with the commitments it made in its 2008 manifesto.
The Honourable David Cunliffe.
Mr Speaker, does helping New Zealanders get ahead include raising their power prices, forcing them to pay more to register their cars, lifting ACC rates, raising GST, and on top of that, stripping them of employment protections by having them fired at will with no explanation?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, clearly the member thinks that helping New Zealanders get ahead means raising their power prices because under his government they rose by 72% in 9 years. But no, Mr Speaker, helping New Zealanders get ahead does involve cutting your taxes so there's more reward for work and savings, and it does involve boosting business.
Only 1 day's absence from work.
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, I don't have that detail. I can't answer that question.
The Honourable David Cunliffe.
Mr Speaker, what aspect of the government's so-called comprehensive economic program will deliver the so-called step change they promised, given that they've been forced to abandon mining on Coromandel and Great Barrier? Is it their cycleway to nowhere? Is it the job summit with no point? Is it the 9-day fortnight that didn't last that long? Or is it the rolling maul that is a few forwards short of a real scrum?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, it is the comprehensive economic package that the government is pursuing, and if I can draw attention simply to one aspect of it, it's our multi-billion-dollar investment in infrastructure, which is keeping thousands of people in work and retaining skills in New Zealand. For instance, over half of all non-residential building permits in the last 3 months were issued to public sector projects, the highest percentage in 20 years. So the government is not only helping New Zealanders through the early stages of a recovery by providing jobs through infrastructure investment, it's building a platform for a much stronger economy and more jobs.
Craig Foss.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Supplementary to the Minister of Finance. What reports has the Minister seen on the government's measures to support jobs and create faster economic growth?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, I can just quote one opinion from one of our daily newspapers describing the reform of personal grievance dispute procedures as sensible, that they were well overdue. It also said the government's employment law package is measured and will introduce greater coherence and flexibility to employment law. I've also seen a report about the government's infrastructure program. Pacificon's latest survey of construction sector activity found that 4/5 of big construction jobs are being funded by the government. That's a significant contribution to many households in New Zealand, but also to building a platform for a strong economy and new jobs.
Question number 2, the Honourable Leader of the